Hey everyone, Rob here from Gunfather Milsim, and today I want to talk about Airsoft Fitness, or more correctly, fitness in Airsoft. This is a video I did years ago. I'm redoing it because, I kind of look back on some of those videos back in the day, and although my opinion hasn't changed, I think my delivery was a little bit off. I think in this particular video I took a little bit too much pre-workout that day, and I was a little bit hyped up, and the tone was all wrong. The message was correct, the tone was incorrect, and tone is important. So here we go, taking another swing at it. Because here I am years later. I'm a big gym nut, kind of a workout nut. I'm 41 years old now. I started doing Muay Thai and kickboxing and boxing when I was 14. I did a lot of fights, had over 30 fights. I fought all the way up until I was about 27, 28, won a U.S. title in 2000 in Muay Thai, blah, blah, blah. So I did a lot of fighting for many years. That's why my nose is so crooked, and that's why I got this big cool scar over the top of my head from a fractured sinus cavity right here from an elbow in 1998. Won that fight, by the way. Not worth bragging about. It's just all I walked away with. I didn't get paid. So neither here nor there. The point is that fitness is a big part of my life, and even now, being a police officer and being on the SWAT team where we have fitness standards, to maintain those standards, I try to maintain a high level of fitness. Not to mention the fact it's just good for your general health of your life. Is, stay in shape. Life's easier when you're in shape. Okay, everything goes easier. Health is better when you work out and stay in shape. So then that mindset kind of contrasts often with Airsoft, because in my opinion, from what I've observed, there's two big schools of Airsoft that I've discussed in the past. You got the group of guys and gals who enjoy it for the sport aspect, the competitiveness, and that's where I fall. I love the competition of it. I love 10% of it that can be training for the real world if you do it correctly. I already did a video on that. And that's where I fall in the sport, the athletic, the competition, run out there and shoot people in the face and get the objective, and it's a good time. It's recreation. Then there's the other side of this, which is kind of like the cosplay side of Airsoft. And that's the side that when I first started playing in 2008 was pretty small, but I mean, it was definitely there. But it takes all kinds to do this sport, so that's cool. But over the years, I've seen the cosplay side kind of grow and grow and grow and grow, and to the point where I don't know if it's the majority, but I think definitely most players have a cosplay aspect to it, which is fine. I've talked about this in other videos, but pretty much this sport is too small for us to discount an entire section of it and say, well, they don't play the Airsoft the right way, so we're getting rid of them. We don't like them. The sport's too small for that. The community's too small for that. And even if I totally disagree with that guy on how he plays, I have more in common with him since we share this sport than I do with most people, if that makes any sense. So don't discount people just because they don't play the sport like you do. Now, and I always struggle calling it a sport, but neither here nor there. So you can play Airsoft however you want, and if you want to be out of shape, and if the only time you get out and do physical activity is when you play Airsoft, then by all means, keep doing it. Keep doing it however you want to do it. Don't allow me to dissuade you. But what I'm trying to do is encourage you to develop some sort of fitness program for Airsoft. If you're going to play, develop your fitness, and you'll be surprised how your performance on the field will increase. Okay, I mean, if you want to be like you're in the military or SWAT or whatever you want to pretend to be, all those jobs have fitness standards. Okay, you should have some sort of fitness standard for yourself to really look the part, play the part, if that makes any sense. I always say everybody wants to be a Navy SEAL, but nobody wants to do the push-ups. Okay? I don't care what your standard is, and I don't care how you reach it. I would encourage you to focus on core strength, leg strength, and cardio, because those are the big three for in my opinion, for Airsoft and Milsim and being an operator, running around. It doesn't take that much strength to pull a trigger and hold up a rifle. So arm strength only does you so much good, but that core strength really helps you carry the weight of the vest and the guns all day. It's that core body strength and strong legs that help you do that, and cardio is what gives you the ability to fight long. Okay, so it doesn't really, often it's not a question who fights hardest, it's who fights longest that wins games. So cardio will help you do that. Not to mention the fact that at the end of the day, cardio is really the only thing that makes you live a day longer. Everything else is just strength and aesthetics. So I would encourage everybody to have, cardio, whether it be running or jump rope or biking or whatever you do to get your cardio. Get your cardio and get your heart rate up, and be a strong cardiovascular player. Now, let's pretend you think I'm full of shit. You think I'm being judgy. You just want to be you and play. Fine, do that. Ignore me. Tell me to go fuck myself. I don't really care. But for those of you that are kind of on the fence about it, like maybe you got the whole gear, you got your period correct vest and cool guy helmet, and blah blah blah, and you just kind of want to take things maybe to the next level. Start developing a fitness program and get in shape and actually look the part. And I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff to perform well in the sport aspect of airsoft, you got to be in shape, and the more in shape you are, the better you're going to do, especially on very long games. Okay, and it'll probably help the image of the sport a little bit too, because there's kind of a negative connotation with the sport as far as the cosplay side among real steel kind of folks. And believe me, I get a lot of shit for it from the real steel side. Oh my God, you play airsoft? I defend the sport all the time, but some of it is very difficult to defend. Some of the players are like, it takes all kinds. So that is what it is. And I think that if airsoft is to ever have any sort of general acceptance by the tactical communities at large, I mean, it's never going to be welcomed into the fold. But I think it's important for real steel guys to try it and speak well of it and promote it. And I think it's also important for people who do it to kind of step out of their comfort zone and maybe try some of the more tactical stuff. Try getting in shape. Try doing the techniques and the tactics correctly. I think you'll be surprised how it'll expand your mind and make your play more fun, better time. So that's pretty much all I wanted to touch on for Airsoft and Fitness. If you guys got any questions, want any advice from a beat up old man who used to be a fighter, feel free to put them in the comment section. We talk about it if this really pissed you off. Hey, I get it, but I don't really care. Just move on to the next video or never watch again. I don't care. All right, but those of you who are watching, who are here, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.